Pops, we got a problem going on out there.
We do?
As you know, the YAA community, we're up to like 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, 100,000 people using the website.
It's 104,000 subscribers on YouTube. Not that I keep track.
What we keep hearing from people
is,
hey, I contacted the dealership. Doesn't matter if it's Mazda, Ford, Toyota, Lexus, BMW. The price is MSRP plus $5,000. The price is MSRP plus $2,000. The price... What the heck am I supposed to do right now if the dealership's saying price of new cars is this plus $5,000?
Well, I don't know how to say it, but the price of cars is just too damn high. And what do you do when it's too damn high? You don't buy. If you don't absolutely positively need a car, new or used, or truck, new or used, or van, new or used, don't buy one right now because the prices are sky high. And as much as you would like to convince a dealer it's in their best interest not to charge you additional dealer market or inventory adjustments or whatever they want to call it, they're not going to listen to you, because if they normally get 300 cars a month in allocation, and they know that, well, for the next 90 days, they might get 300 cars over the next 90 days, which means they're only going to fall like, 600 cars behind where they should be. They're going to need to make every one of those cars count.
Yeah.
And the buying public seems to be, okay with that, because they've decided, okay, I'll pay the extra.
Now, not every vehicle...
Did I mention the price of cars is too damn high?
Not every vehicle has additional dealer markup. We've heard some success stories through our community. Prior model years, if there's still any new ones, that's where you're going to have some luck, right?
Odd colors, odd accessories.
Yeah,
odd interiors.
You know how we do the console calls, obviously, right?
Do we do those?
Yeah, I do them each week. And people say, hey, where's your dad? And I say, he doesn't do the console calls. It's just me.
He only does them when we're driving cross country.
Yeah, when we're in the car together. And I've got people getting on the line, and they're saying, hey, I found the perfect Jaguar that I want. Yeah. It's the exact color. I'm in Texas, and it's in Massachusetts. Yeah. Do you think I can negotiate off MSRP? And I'm saying no, because it's the only one.
I'm pretty sure the dealer in Massachusetts knows he has the only one. And
that's why your comment about odd colors or odd configurations. If you need to buy a car right now, one of the worst things that could possibly happen is you pay way too much for it, and then you're buried in that loan in 3 years.
Yes.
And so if you can find one that is odd, different, unloved for whatever reason.
Kind of like me. Odd, different, and unloved. Yes.
I love you, man.
Well, thank you.
Dara loves you.
Oh, that's 2. We're up to 2.
We're up to 2. We'll play your happy birthday video again. Okay. But, you don't want to be buried in that loan. And I know we've recommended to people leasing now is a better option.
Yes, only because 3 years from now, the market should be stabilized and normalized. And we should get back to what the normal car business is, as far as how many cars a dealer keeps in the lot and how aggressive they become in trying to beat their competitor to get a deal. Right now, nobody's trying to beat the competitor to get a deal because, the competitor doesn't have cars either.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some worksheets, though, some out-the-door price worksheets that YAA community members have sent in. There was an Audi, the Q5e, the new hybrid electric one.
Yeah.
I got $10,000 off of MSRP. Then added back on about $3,000 in crapola from the dealership, but still $7,000 off. And it's because, they have obviously some allocation of that vehicle, and they're not moving. They're not selling. Great.
Okay.
That's one where you can actually get a discount.
I guess what you said still holds water. If there's no interest in a particular vehicle and it's just sitting, then the interest becomes to the dealer to get that piece of poop off of their lot.
If the title of this video is what to do when the dealership says the price of the car is $5,000 over MSRP, you know what the answer is?
No.
Go find the nearest Chevy Bolt.
Yeah.
And get $20,000 off of MSRP, because evidently no one wants Chevy Bolts.
Apparently not. But you could probably lease them for $1.49 a month. Just not that low, but you can lease them cheap.
Probably $149 a month.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So it's all about vehicle selection nowadays. There's no magic words you can say. I mean, you can try and negotiate, but you're not going to get anywhere.
If I were in a dealership setting, and I had no cars, and I had customers that wanted cars, but I didn't have any, well, then I would just look at them and go, here's what we have, here's what the prices are. Would you like it or not?
What's your factory rep saying to you in a time like this? What do you think, the Acura area factory rep is saying to sales managers?
They're telling them, do whatever you need to do to make profits, because we're not going to be able to supply you with the number of cars that you would like. So if, and we know it's a big if right now, if you can get into the used car business heavily, do it. But that's hard for dealers to do, because if they look to buy cars at the auctions, the cars at the auctions are edgier than they've ever been, and the prices are higher than they've ever been. So good used car managers don't want to overpay for an edgy car, and I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Your manager, your sales manager from the manufacturer is saying, figure out a way to get in the used car business, hold tight on the pricing on your new cars, because we're not going to be able to replace them anytime soon. So in these conditions, if you can get over MSRP, by all means, you must do it.
That's what they're saying to the managers.
Sure.
One question here for you, for everyone that watches this video.
Yeah.
A lot of factory ordering going on right now, which I think is great, but also the realization is that the salespeople don't even know or the sales management don't even know when the vehicle is going to arrive. What can you do to protect yourself from? You place an order, you maybe put a $500 refundable deposit down. Next thing you know, the vehicle arrives 3 months from now, and the dealership's saying it's actually $5,000 over MSRP. Because you've taught us. We have a great video. We'll link it down below. How to negotiate a factory order car deal.
Yeah.
It's great. But we've heard already some horror
stories. Get a signed buyer's order not by the salesperson, but by the sales manager or the general manager or the dealer principal, stating that this is what the price of the vehicle is going to be, subject to any price increases from the manufacturer to MSRP.
Which is different
from a dealer going, hey, supplies are really short. We could really get $5,000 more than MSRP, so we're not going to sell it to you. We're going to sell it to somebody else. That deposit is legally binding to the dealer.
If you sign something.
But get a signed buyer's order.
Yeah.
By someone in upper management, stipulating that they'll stick to that pricing once the vehicle comes in.
Because we've heard from, I'm thinking about Jenny, right? Jenny negotiated a hell of a deal on her Blazer, and then next thing you know, it's $3,000 more than what she negotiated. And so, that is something that you can do. If you are able to convince a dealership, a sales manager.
Buyer's order is a legal binding contract when it's signed by both parties.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Assuming it stipulates all the pricing and all the costs, yes.
And we have back at yourautoadvocate.com, we have a guide on how to read a buyer's order, what a buyer's order is. We did a video about a CarMax, for example, buyer's order.
We do videos on everything.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah, I need to do a video on how to grow a beard, because I can't. But I'm trying, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at our beards.
Yeah, you can't see mine. That's what happens when the gray hairs come in, the white hairs. You can just call me Mr. White Hair.
All right, Pops. Thanks for doing this video. Tough times for everyone that's out there, but I think you're preaching, the right message, and it's the least we can do.
Yeah, if you don't need to buy a car, don't. If you absolutely must buy a car, look for odd configurations, odd colors, odd accessories, so that perhaps you can get a deal on one of those.
Definitely.
There you have it.
Thanks, Pops.
Yep. Oh, by the way, the price of cars is too damn high. Just
we actually just also, I guess a final thought through my head, and I think I showed it to you, you can now do the year, make, model, trim search back at yourautoadvocate.com. So use that as well to maybe help you find some of the higher negotiability score ones. You don't have to have a VIN. You can just run 2018 Honda Civic, and it'll show you the most negotiable Honda Civic in your area.
Wow, very cool. Well, it'll still be overpriced.